Hey, Solo Leveling Arise fans, this is Chris Bolts coming in with another Solo Leveling Arise video. This time, it looks like the developers have gone ahead and addressed what is going on with Solo Leveling Arise Overdrive and what the current game, Solo Leveling Arise, means to them. Now, before I get into the content, do make sure you like, share, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. All that good stuff really does help me out. And I was going to go ahead and look at Painblade's video on this, but I decided I wanted to go ahead and just read this with you guys and give you my thoughts and perspective on this. I will link to Painblade's video in the description as well if you want to go ahead and check out his thoughts on this as well. So let's go ahead and read this together, and we go ahead and blow this up. And sorry if I pronounce any names wrong, because I'm not Korean, I'm New American, and I'll pronounce it the best I can. So it says right here, greetings hunters, this is Jin Sung-gun, the executive producer of Solo Leveling Arise. Today we'd like to share what Solo Leveling Arise, hereafter referred to as Arise, and right off the bat, there you have it. This is a lawyer that wrote this, or at least told him what to write and everything like that, because this type of vernacular right here is only used in legal settings. So it rest assured that this was cleared by their legal team before it was posted here, just to make sure that they cover all bases and don't get in trouble with what they have to say. So back to this, and I'll go ahead and I'll use their vernacular as well. Today, we'd like to share what Arise means to our development team and explain why we decided to develop the PC console expansion Overdrive as a separate build. And oh boy, our team's primary goal for Arise was to become a flagship title in the action genre, while also expanding the IP and achieving broad appeal. Because of this approach, there were some limitations in fully maximizing the precision of action and controls. However, our goal was to create a game where anyone could easily enjoy the thrill of action. We implemented features like auto battle and multiplayer to make combat more accessible, while striving to deliver the best possible action gameplay anytime, anywhere across both PC and mobile platforms. That probably explains Arise. As a result, now 1 year later, we've been able to continue this journey thanks to all the hunters who resonated with this passion and supported the action gameplay of our title. Now, what I say in my some of my videos is that Overdrive was always a game that Netmarble meant to create, but they needed to get something out as quickly as possible, and thus Arise is what came out because they needed to start making money. Arise allows them to go ahead and make money off the mobile platform and the PC platform, and so that's why I think Overdrive was always what they meant to build, but they came out with Arise a little bit quickly because they needed to get off there and make that money. You may be wondering why we decided to develop the PC console expansion Overdrive as a separate build. Overdrive shares the same roots as the original, but it is being developed as a standalone package title to offer an extreme action play experience tailored for PC and console platforms. It's an asset flip. I don't care what type of language that they try to use here. I don't care that they bolded this right here. Overdrive is an asset flip. The characters move pretty much the same. The only thing that's different here is, there's a lot of differences between Overdrive and Arise, but primarily when it comes to character movement, the parrying system is the only thing that's really much different. The enemies act the same. They even have the same attack patterns, as I demonstrated in one of my videos, where the Cerberus, he has the exact same attack pattern as he does in Arise. So it's a straight asset flip. That's what it is. Continuing further, it says it is being built with a focus on deeper, more core gameplay and action mechanics, and we are reinterpreting the combat and progression systems in a way that differs from Arise. Now, the progression system has been reinterpreted. The combat system has been reinterpreted in Overdrive, but again, it's the exact same movements and animations and characters and graphics and on all that between Arise and Overdrive. So they're not making a really good compelling case that Overdrive should have been a separate build compared to Arise. For example, auto battle is not supported, so all battles must be played manually. The combat system includes guard and parry mechanics, encouraging players to engage more directly with moment-to-moment control. Additionally, the title is only available on PC and console in order to support more precise input and control. Now, this paragraph right here is a plus and a minus to it. Auto battle, I think, is a very important feature for mobile games. Mobile games should always include some type of auto battle feature or auto complete feature, because frankly, most people who play games nowadays play on their phones. They play on their mobile pads, mostly on the phones and everything, which basically tells us that those types of gamers are really busy people. They're casual players. They don't have time to sit there and play games a lot. So having an autocomplete feature and an auto battle feature makes it very easy for the person to just go in there and get their stuff done and then get up out. Now, for me, Contest of Champions, they do have an auto battle feature, which is beneficial on lower end content. So you just go in there, you just set the auto battle, let the characters do their fighting, and then you're done. At the higher end of the game, when you got to fight harder matches, you still have an auto battle feature, but it is highly not recommended that you do that. I wish it did have an autocomplete feature so you can go in there and just autocomplete certain story quests and fights, but that's not what it has right now. In Solo Leveling Arise, it does have the autocomplete feature, but you do have to pay to get the autocomplete feature. If you want to do any of the gates, let me correct myself. If you want to autocomplete the gates, you need to go in there and pay the monthly subscription, which is like $9.99 a month. But if you're doing story progression, a lot of the story stuff, at least the cutscenes, you can autocomplete those. But as far as auto completing any of the story content, you can't do that. You can do an auto fight though. If your characters are strong enough, you can let them auto fight, but that's not going to be an option in Overdrive. Overdrive is going to require your undivided attention. You won't be able to sit there and just let Sung Jin Woo move around the map and battle on his own. I don't think AI has gotten to that point where it can replicate the behavior of a human being in that regard, but it is going to split the fan base. There are going to be some people who do not want to play Overdrive because it does not have that autocomplete and auto battle feature. That autocomplete and auto battle feature is a really good feature to have in games. I know a lot of people like to piss on mobile gamers and whatnot, but mobile gaming happens to comprise a large portion of the video game industry right now, whether we want to accept that or not. It is part of it, and a lot of adults who don't have time to play games like we normally do, mobile games give them that option to be able to go in there and play games and still be able to do other things with their time without having to have their time completely focused on playing the game. So I think this is going to split the base tremendously if it hasn't already done so right now. Because the combat style and the core game systems are fundamentally different, we concluded that developing it as a separate build was the best course of action. I still don't buy that argument. I think a lot of the features in Overdrive could have been implemented very easily into Arise. It could have been done that way. We fully understand that some of our current Arise player hunters may have concerns that the arrival of Overdrive could diminish the value of the game they've invested so much passion into, and we completely empathize with those concerns. Therefore, I would like to take this opportunity to emphasize what is most important above all else. The development of Overdrive will never lead to a reduction in development resources or a decline in service quality for the currently serviced Arise. No, it will not, because again, the moneymaker here is Arise, not Overdrive. I already said that before. They're not going to, if anything, they would give up Overdrive before they give up Arise. But what really is making people flip out is the fact that Overdrive is just a straight asset flip. If they chose a completely different graphical style for Overdrive, if they made Overdrive more mature and made it more like the anime and the manhwa, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. Because at that point, everyone would definitely say Overdrive is a different game. But because the developer decided that, you know what, we're just going to do an asset flip. Same characters, same animations, same graphical style, same music, same, and pretty much, even though it's a crafting system, they're still the same weapons, all the same things. In Overdrive, that's currently in Arise, people easily got confused. Well, wait a minute, what's going on here? What's going on with Overdrive, or what's going to happen to Arise? So this is all on the developer. The developer did this to themselves. They created an issue where there none had to be one, and now we're worried that the game might be fractured. That there's going to be an Overdrive audience and an Arise audience, and I think overall, over time, it's just going to diminish. These two games pursue distinct goals. Overdrive focuses on delivering the fun of a packaged game where players can enjoy a short but intense burst of action along with a complete self-contained story. It is designed to make the most of the PC and console environment, offering enhanced controls and real-time cooperative play. To fully showcase this experience, we've structured the game so that hunters and weapons are not obtained through summoning, but instead through repeated gameplay and accumulated play points. We also aim to implement a streamlined, and simplified growth system. All of this could have been done in Arise. All of it could have been done in Arise. On the other hand, Arise will continue as it has until now to grow as a live service game through ongoing communication and updates with our hunters. We will continue to provide fresh content and storylines, rich events, and diverse progression systems. Both of these things could have been combined together and it'd just be called Solo Leveling Arise. And of course, I was saying that over here on Overdrive, one of the best things that's about Arise is that you get to customize your characters. You get to get different cosmetics to put on your characters. There is dollars and donuts that will be in this system right here, and it won't be free. Dollars and donuts. I hope I'm wrong, but this is when it comes to these types of games, it makes it very easy to just go in there and say, you know what, we'll go ahead and offer cosmetics for a nominal fee. Arise exists thanks to the support of all the hunters who cherish the game. As a live service title, we place the highest priority on communication with our hunters and always listen closely to your feedback. We promise to keep delivering a wide variety of interesting content and the best possible experience with every update through main story expansions, new hunters, original episodes, seasonal events, and much more. Now, there's still a lot of questions that need to be answered regarding Overdrive. How much is the game going to cost? I know right now some people are bandying about $70. If this game costs $70, it is going to be up the creek without a paddle. Hardly anyone is going to buy it. I will not pay $70 for an asset flip. In no way, shape, or form will I pay $70 for an asset flip. This game should not cost any more than $50. Anywhere between $30 at the low end to $50, and frankly, I think the money spot for this game would be $40. But $70, anything more than $50, you're asking for trouble. So we need to know what the exact price of this game is going to be. We need to know if there's going to be any type of compensation or some type of benefit to get more Arise players to come over and play Overdrive, because even if it's a separate game, people are still going to feel that they put in a lot of work into Arise, and that now they got to start all over from the beginning with Overdrive. and then they gotta pay. Then they gotta pay on top of that in order to get access to Overdrive. So there's still a lot of as many questions associated with how Netmarble is going to handle Overdrive. Yes, it's going to be a separate game, but we need to get more additional information on pricing. We need to get more information on how Arise players are going to be welcome into the new Overdrive game with some type of compensation and whatnot. You need to understand if there's going to be any type of cosmetics that are going to be paid within Overdrive, and frankly, if there is going to be any type of live service approach to the game, because it has co-op play. There's always going to be some type of updates that's going to come along with those types of games. And also, if there are going to be any of the systems that are within Overdrive that's going to be in Arise, one of the ones that people like the most is the test dummies. Are they going to now put test dummies into Solo Leveling Arise? I know Painblade said that there was within the asset files of Arise, there were test dummies. So that would be something that would be of great interest. Also, there was some information from Zaf in a video ago about pets. Are pets going to be included in Arise and Overdrive, or only just Overdrive? Pets, I think, would work really well inside Overdrive, especially when you're killing enemies and they're dropping stuff. And sometimes you may forget to pick that stuff up. The pets can go around and collecting that. And also pets can assist you in battle. So a lot more questions arise, pardon the pun, with the situation between Arise and Overdrive. You guys jump down in the comments and let me know what you guys think. Do you think this developer note from the executive producer of Arise addresses any of your concerns, or do you have more questions about the situation like I do? Jump down, let me know. And make sure you do like, share, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. All that stuff helps me out. And if you watch this video all the way to the end, I really do appreciate your support. All that really helps me out. And remember, this is Chris Bolt signing off, and I will catch you in the next video. You take it easy.